Welcome back to the channel. This is Oblivion, and in today's video we're doing Chaos Season. Now unfortunately, as many of you probably know, Intelligent Systems made a giant mistake and kind of screwed the whole thing from the very first day. So what essentially happened was that if you hadn't logged in and played a game yet, you were counted as Tier 1 if you were in Vault of Heavens. Which has some big implications, right? First of all, people are going to be matched against you that shouldn't be matched against you. And second of all, because of the way the extra slots work on teams, you lose 2 of your slots on your defense team. So instead of having 6 units on your team, you have 4, which just completely screws everything. Oh, and it also screws your fort too. So not only do you have 2 less units, you also have a fort disadvantage. So the opponent's going to have like plus 20 stats on you or something stupid like that. And because of that, everyone got pretty much knocked on defense if they weren't awake to play a game or if they just got really lucky, right? Now, for me, I was still awake, and I luckily saw it about 10 minutes before I got hit. So I played a really quick half match. I didn't do a double up. And so I was able to save myself, luckily. But that does mean that we're only going to be playing a half match today. So let's start with my teams, though. Let's go over my teams. So we have brought Altina back. We are doing Vantage all over again. And I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I really want to try it. So we'll have to see how just good this is. Essentially, I have Altine like I usually do with the Vantage, attack, defense, ride, and then the Brace and attack, res. We have Bernie here to make sure she gets into Vantage range before combat so that there's no chance she just gets one shot. Then we have Lucina here offering the extra drive attack support as well as giving her that Twin Blades steady breath effect she's going to need so she can get Twin Blades off every time. We have Ninian here to activate Eliwood as well as give out that Ruse effect and Sudden Panic support, and Cross Spur attack support, so pretty great. And then Eliwood's here to give her that bonus doubler and some buffs. So hopefully that's enough to make it so that she can actually kill things. It's not like 100 attacks, so hopefully that's enough, but we'll have to see. Next, we have Yuri, and this is your pretty typical Yuri hit-and-run team. He's going to have his AoE special set up and ready. He's going to be able to go in and snipe something. Even most far saves he can just completely destroy if they don't have Hardy Fighter up, so you can do it on turn 1. Crom is here to help him get in, and then Milla is here to turn off Dancers so that I can hit and run very effectively, and Reinhardt is our bonus unit because we do have to get those bonus unit kills, something you are going to have to remember because I almost forgot last night. Next up, we have our ranged Gale Force team. So this is going to be our Corrin Force essentially. So Corrin's going to come in with Bernie, get below 50% HP. She'll be able to go in and snipe something, and then Azura can Dancer. She can snipe something else, and then Lynn can Wings of Mercy in and snipe something else. And between the 3 of them, they have 6 actions. And then our bonus unit is going to be Brave Ike, but he's going to be a very different type of Brave Ike than you normally see on my channel. This is going to be Gale Force Brave Ike. So he still has Wings of Mercy. He has Flashing Blade. He's going to be able to teleport in and hopefully get a kill because that is necessary to get the extra 20 points. So that's that team. Let's move on to our save team. And our save team is just good old Brave Hector. Unfortunately, he does not get the mythic buff, so he is he's a bit more squishy than he usually is. But we do have 2 supports here. We have Elamine and Niffle to give him that damage reduction and also some buffs. Milla to turn off some Dancers, and then Reinhardt for the bonus kills. Now this does work decently, but there are a lot of things that are going to counter this. Things like Wind Sweep and stuff like that are going to be very problematic. Deadeye is not too big of a deal because usually the units I see with Deadeye are Valentine's Crom, and he doesn't do much to Hector. So even though he procs Deadeye, it doesn't really do anything. The problem is if we run into something like, I don't know, like Lethality, Joshua or something, then we're in trouble. And then last but not least, we have our Edelforce team. So this is going to be my melee Gale Force team. And this team essentially is going to be relying on Fury 6 Edelgard. You can see that I got an extra merge. I went back in. I got it pretty quick. I was only like 30 orbs, so it wasn't bad by any means. And what this will allow her to do is after 2 combats, she will be in Wings of Mercy range, allowing everybody to Wings of Mercy in. But she also can still get her Brave effect, which requires 25% HP after 3 combats as well, which is really important because you don't want that 3rd combat to be gimped. Then we have Duopini here. She's just going to be the Dancer for this team because she works well with Edelgard. She's going to be able to give her the extra attack she needs as well as the extra action. Then we have Fallen Edelgard, so we have another 3 action Gale Forcer. So far we're up to 8 actions. Then we have Crom. I'm going to try Crom on this team. I might end up switching back to Yuri. I had Yuri here with Foul Play so that he could do some like shenanigans to get Edelgard deeper into the enemy team. But so far, I haven't found a use for it quite yet. And Chrom, the cool thing about Chrom is Chrom can reposition her while also keeping his action, right? He can then Wings of Mercy later in, and he can Deadeye some of the like annoying Farsavers. So that's why he's here. But we'll have to see if he sticks around. He might get replaced. Oh, and then lastly, of course, we have Brave Ike yet again as our Gale Forcer, as our bonus unit. So these are my 5 teams. We will see what we have to use. But I don't know if you watched my discussion with Joel from Phaeology and DTM, but one of the big things we were talking about was you need a lot of variety when it comes to your teams in Chaos Season, because there's going to be a lot of different things you're just going to run into, right? There's no way to tell what kind of defense you're going to run into. So it's very important to have just a ton of different strategies, so there's lots of ways to tackle every single map. So that way you never just get brick-walled by something that counters your teams. Well, hopefully less at least. So I guess let's jump in. We have to do 1 match here. We're not going to do a double because then we're going to put ourselves up too high and we'll probably get smacked by somebody. And with Chaos Season, a lot of the ranks are probably going to come down to defense. So let's go ahead and jump in. AR tier 32. Okay, so this is a Cav line with Hector and Leticia and Bernie and Yoon and Peony. He has Holy Knight Aura. I am kind of scared of Leticia. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I planned it out. Hopefully this works. If not, I'm gonna look dumb. But I guess it's time to get good at ether rates again, right? Okay.
I'm grateful to you.
So we'll do that. Okay, yeah, she kills there. So she'll go in. She's gonna fight Sigurd. Okay, perfect. She's at 1. Okay.
I'll face it head on.
Then we'll kill Leaf here. She does 1 shot, so it's really good we actually did have Chrom here, or she wouldn't get her Gale Force here. Which would be pretty bad, because we need her to move. Okay, then we put Chrom.
Say hello.
Do we want to put Chrom there, or do we want to put Ike there, actually? Huh. Because we put Ike there, then we can just lock her in, and then Ike can start beating the crap out of her, and it's not that big a deal. Or we can use...
Orders.
The problem with Ike is that he has to 2-shot to get his Gale Force, and I'm pretty sure he 1-shots all of these units with his, like, 77 attack.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay, let's put Chrom here. We don't attack. Okay, then we'll kill Peony here.
I'll study your technique. Ha!
Okay, there goes Peony. And then we
Right foot.
dance Edelgard.
I've got my eye out.
Then we pop the duo skill here. And this will give Chrom another action.
No choice then.
And then
I'm
Chrom
grateful to you.
locks her into place.
Let's swim.
Then Edelgard comes here.
I wish you luck.
There's another kill. Okay, and then we just need to kill Bernie. And we'll do it with Ike because he needs the bonus kill and I don't want to forget. I'm very afraid of forgetting that and not getting top 1k because I forgot a bonus kill. Okay, so that's locked. Everything's locked in place. Cool. I guess we'll do this. And we'll end turn. TC is in the corner. And then we'll grab these pots.
Understood. Let's go say hello.
My warmest greetings.
And we'll finish the game. I got a kill. I'm so nervous not to get bonus kills. Like that is the biggest thing I'm afraid of. Other than pots. Like pots and that together are terrifying. Like she does do good damage. But like any double denial is just going to completely ruin her game. Okay, there we go. That took a lot longer than it's probably going to look in the video, but Gale Force does take some practice and some planning. So there we go. First day of Chaos Season. We are at 4,562. The reason why we are so low in rankings right now is because some people took advantage of the bug and did all their matches on day 1 before people got to fix their defenses so that they don't have to worry about it, which I want to say it's kind of scummy, but I kind of understand why people would do that because they are nervous probably about not getting high rankings in Chaos Season because it'd be more difficult. But personally, like I feel like what's the point of playing high ranking like ether raids if you're not going to like take on matches. You know what I mean? Like for me, I guess I want to see what my teams can do, because next week this isn't going to be the case, right? Next week we're going to have to fight full defenses, and so if I don't get a lot of practice with my, or not next week, next Chaos season I should say, if I don't get a lot of practice with my teams, then my teams aren't going to be prepared for that. So I definitely do not want to take advantage of the bug at the moment. But yeah, here's my defense team. I guess we can watch some replays. Oh my gosh, I haven't done a Eat the Raids video in so long. I really forgot how this typically works. So let's go check out my defenses. I threw this together last night because I'm lazy. I literally didn't do anything for Chaos Season until yesterday, and then I just crammed like it was like a test for college or something. Anyway, so we have Micaiah here, +1 with the attack res solo because she needs as much res as possible because her res is kind of low. Then we have our Corrin. We have Azura on the horse here. I'm not sure about Azura and Hector at the moment, to be honest. Hector's here with Far Save to protect against like hit and runs essentially, because the team is a bit weak to that, right? Like we have the Hex Traps here to stop Gale Forces. Because it's very hard to Gale Force from this side, right? Like you can't really get a Gale Force off in one turn from the left side because of the double block and then the buildings. So you pretty much have to come from this side. So if we have the Hex Traps here, if they try to smite onto the Hex Trap or just jump onto them, it will go badly for them. So they will get stuck and then they will lose. And then the Grav Traps obviously don't do that. So like if they have Disarm Trap, they can kind of snipe here. And so that's why we have a Far Saver here. The problem is Azura can get baited, and that's kind of why I don't like this. So I might swap out Azura, but she can do some cool, tricky things, and that's why she's here right now. But we'll see how it goes, and we might have to swap this out a bit. Then we have Duo Dagger. Duo Dagger is going to give that Pathfinder so that Winter Lysithea can threaten 2 rows instead of 1, and she's also can get danced by Azura because she has a rally, which will allow her to go down and do some big damage. But let's go ahead and check out how the team actually works. So this team has Legendary Nana, it has Peony for the bonus, it has Hector with Attack Smoke because you can't run save balls, and then we have Fjorm with the Far Save and Brave Erica. So let's see how this goes. So she's going to dance with Hector, give them stats out. The problem is they just buffed their tanks, and there's a Panic Mana right here. And because of no bonus HP from Mythics, it's really difficult to avoid these Panic Manas. And this isn't even a fully leveled one. So they're both nerfed pretty hard. And here comes Winter Micaiah, dealing 85 times 2. It's quite a bit of damage. Even Fjorm is going to struggle with this one. And there she goes. And because there's nothing else, now Corrin is free to go on a rampage and just completely melt Hector. And then what we can do here is the block AI. So Lysithea is going to break that block. And because of Pathfinder, Azura can come down and actually dance her. And what this does is lets Lysithea just threaten this whole row. So if somebody was over here, she would have got a kill. And if not, she's threatening this row. She is pretty easily killed though, so it's kind of like a trade, but whatever. And then you may have also noticed that Hector actually came over, used the Pathfinder, and then pivoted over Azura to give some protection to them right here. It's interesting. We'll have to refine it. It's the first pass. But as you can see, that's pretty much going to be GG here. They'll just get the revenge kill on Corrin, but then there's really not much else to do, as their team will definitely die. So let's go ahead and check out the next one. And the next one is going to be another Far Save, or not, yeah, Far Save team. Actually, is it Near Save? Oh, it is Near Save. Okay, it's Near Save with Thune, Medius, Elamine, Deirdre, very nice +10 Deirdre, and then Fallen Ninian. Deirdre is their bonus unit. So let's see what happens here. Just gonna do the debuffs. She's actually pretty good against Micaiah, but here comes Corrin. Watch this thing, man. Medius is such a good unit. Medius is insane. Look at that. Oh yeah, he took 9 times 2 from 29 times 2. That's bonkers. There's the rally, but then there's the dance.
I will help.
And this is why I like Azura a bit. She can do some tricky stuff with the Pathfinder. Really stretch that out. But the problem is, of course, if you just isolate her, then she's not doing much.
I'm sorry.
But there's Corrin just completely annihilating a Thune. And then here comes Micaiah. And Micaiah can't even kill because he has so much resistance. But the problem is they can't really do much here either. So Deirdre's gonna be able to kill Corrin, but that's pretty much it. Medius really can't get anywhere. because of the blocks over here. So we're going to see a dance on Deirdre, and then Deirdre can't kill anything, so that's going to be the end of the replays. So that's essentially the first day of Chaos Seasons. Very tumultuous day. Not so much because of the gameplay, but more because of IS making all these mistakes and causing people a whole bunch of heartache. So personally, it did not affect me because I was awake, luckily, but for everybody who was affected, it's a very big deal because a lot of the rankings for this game mode will not only be perfect offense, but also perfect defense. And because of the ladders, right, you're going to be able to have a lot easier time getting perfect offenses, but struggle with defenses. So getting minus 60 on the first day is a very big deal and can really cause a lot of problems with the rankings. So I'm interested to see what Intelligent System does to address this, because I feel like you need to give more than compensation orbs. You need to give out like some kind of ranking fix. So I don't know if that means everyone gets max rewards on the first week, or if everyone gets a golden chair or what, right? Because like this technically happened with the very first week of Ether raids, where there was a bit of a bug where you could do a little weird gimmick to get an extra game in, and it allowed people to get higher rank than everybody else. So what they did essentially was they actually made a change, because originally, if you were an old school player, you remember. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Was it this? What am I looking for? It's rank. Oh wait, there's no chair. There's no chair. I just noticed that. That's weird. Anyway, before it was only rank 1 to 1,000 who got the golden chair, but because of that mistake, they actually made it 1 to 3,000. And that's why that's like that now. Anyways, that's going to be Chaos Season for this week. I'm very interested to see how this goes, and hopefully my strategies are versatile and powerful enough to carry me through this week. But I am a bit scared to see just how different this will be and what kind of crazy gimmicks will show up. Because I'm sure there'll be some things that will just completely catch me off guard. There's some really cool things you can do, and I'm sure some people will find some that I haven't thought of as well. So I'm afraid to run into those. But we'll have to wait and see. Who knows? This first Chaos Season might be a bit of a dud, and it might take until the next Chaos Season until we see some more crazy innovation and scary teams. Either way, I'd love to hear how your Chaos Season went. Did you get hit by the bug? Did it give you that minus 40 or minus 60? Was your first match easy? Did you get the 4 defense team and just destroy them? Or did you have to actually play against a real team? I'd love to hear it in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and keeps the content coming out. We'll be back with more Chaos Season Ether raids. As long as the matches are interesting, I'm going to post them up. This has been Oblivion, and I'll catch you all later.